Peter Croxton, or Croxy, or Absolutely Crockers, or the Croc Addict, as we used to call him, was my best friend, and arguably one of the finest poets the world had ever seen. How Crocodile Dundee, as we knew him back then, found time to write in between binge drinking and promiscuity is a mystery that has plagued many literary luminaries over the years, and I hope that this programme will help sieve the fiction from the fact, the myth from the fact. I am joined by my lovely wife, the tortured poet Sylvia Platter, or as I like to call her, Sausage.
Yes, please.
Who, like me, had a very close relationship with Croxy, didn't you, darling?
Yes, that's right. Well, things were all a bit crazy in those days, with all the drink and drugs and sausage rolls. And we'd been living together for about a year before we'd realised we'd even met. Working with Peter, it was so exhilarating to see someone who couldn't, read and write or barely dress themselves and could produce something that bordered on coherence.
Yeah.
And he had lovely hair.
Right.
Lovely sort of dark hair.
Yes.
And I used to put my fingers in his...
Did you?
In his hair.
Right. Darling?
Yes.
Darling?
Yes.
Be quiet.
Yes.
Peter Croxton was born in 1931 and was the son of two parents. His father, heard here, was a greengrocer. His mother, heard here, wasn't. Illiterate until he was 18, Croxy's only means of communication was spoken poetry. Here, in an earlier interview, he is recalling his first recorded work, a response to the death of his beloved pet dog.
Peter Croxton, we believe you've also got a very, very sad story about a dog now.
That's correct, Terence. It was the first poem that I ever wrote. I was 9 years, 3 months, and 16 days old. I had raised my pet dog since he was a pup, and I'll never forget that bitter, bitter spring morning, stepping out onto the veranda and seeing an automobile simply cleave him in twain.
It was a crime scene, that.
I went to see if there was anything I could do, but I knew there was nothing. He was dead as you. And I ran back into the kitchen where my mother, I remember this very clearly, she was chopping something. And I was crying, and I had his blood all down my shirt and on my face and intermingling with my tears. And I simply said to my mother, "Mother, a rover ran over Rover."
Now, Peter, I'm not terribly sure it's actually a poem.
Why don't you kiss my arse?
That's a bit strong, Peter. Would you not be having a few drinks now with me?
Yes, I'll have a pint of whiskey. Thank you very much, Terence.
It'd be a pleasure.
And keep it coming.